Hello, this is Raise Your Game and I'm Henry Olamiju. This is the first episode of Raise Your Game in the second half of 2017 and I have three things to share with you. Firstly, remember that Raise Your Game is a personal development video blog that takes everyday concepts and turns them into breakthrough concepts to help people move from a point A to a point B in their journey of life. So quickly, let's go through those three things I have to say for this 2017, second half of 2017. The first one is number one, it can be overemphasized, you need to set goals. If at the end of 2017, December 31st, for example, you want to have certain achievements and certain things that you can be proud of, and to say, I achieved this and I achieved that, then you need to write those things down as goals. Remember, anything that is wished anybody can wish anything, all right? But when you want to achieve certain goals, you have to write them down. If you don't write them down, they remain wishes, and wishes are not things that the earth has no commitment to anything that is not written down, all right? Anything that does not have a down payment of whether it's been written down or there's some action has been paid for it, it has no down payment, and there's no assurance that it's going to come to pass. So write your goals down. So for this year, for example, you say that I want to hit a target, I want to save certain amounts of money. Put it down, write it down. I need to save 100,000, I need to save 200,000, I need to save 2 million, I need to save 10 million, and write these things down, all right? And those are your goals. That's the first thing, because we'll go into the strategy for these things later, but the important thing is first you need to set a goal and keep it like that. I want to read 10 books, I want to read 2 books per day or per month. So at the end of this month, at the end of 6 months, I'll have read 12 books. Set a goal. I want to attend 3 seminars, I want to make 2 vacation travels, I want to put out my Raise Your Game videos, or I want to do certain things I want to do a speech rehearsal for myself and things like that. Do these things, all right? Do them and put them down and start working towards them. This next important thing about talking about goals is that when you set your goal, don't tell anybody about the goal. Now, some people say tell the goal, so that you commit yourself to that. But look, the truth of the matter is that if you have very fantastic goals and you tell people about those goals, there's a sense of fulfillment you get when people say, wow, that's a very beautiful thought, that's a very creative idea, and all of that. You get a sense of fulfillment. That sense of fulfillment that you have received is not supposed to come to you at that point. It should come at the realization of your goals. So when you get those the initial sense of fulfillment, it short circuits the creative juices that help you achieve that goal. So don't tell anybody about it. Have your goals, write them down, focus on how you can get them solved, but don't tell anybody about them. So that's number one, create and write down your goals. The second thing I want to talk about when it comes to Raise Your Game for 2017 is that you need to fix things. What do I mean by this? Now you see, a lot of us have things that are uncompleted or that are broken in our lives, that are things that don't work. For example, people have in their bathrooms or in their kitchens or somewhere in their house, you have bulbs that have broken, that are no longer functional, and we're just there, we grope in the darkness to pick whatever we want and you move out. Or some people just have doors that don't lock very well, and the key you have to kick it in a particular way, and you just keep doing all of that. Or you have phone screens that are broken and you have not attended to them, or you have shoes that need mending and you have not touched, or you have pots that need fixing and you have not touched, or you have refrigerators or defective keyboard pads and stuff like that you have not fixed. You see, these things have a way of, your body has a way of internalizing all these uncompleted and all these broken things, internalizing them and producing results that are incomplete or results that are not perfect in our lives. So you need to fix things around you. Decide on the ones that you need to work with and fix them. Anyone that is broken and you can't fix, then throw them away. Let them not be in your space, because they crowd your space and they choke your creative juices. That's the second thing. Remember, the first one is setting goals. The second thing is fix stuff. The third thing I want to talk about, I'm going to talk about it really quick, is reach out. I said what? Reach out. Many of us are so comfortable being in a comfortable zone, in our cocoon. We have put a cocoon around ourselves, and we have set goals. These are the ways I do my stuff. These are the things where I do my stuff. But really, the truth matter is that if you do the same things over and over again and expect a different result, Zig Ziglar says that you may be mad. So what you need to do is reach out. And reach out, go for a seminar if you're not someone who goes for seminar. Then go for a party if you're someone who doesn't go for a party. But the important thing is that you need to make certain network connections, and this thing will not be done by just achieving the same thing you've always been doing before. Reach out, do something different. Call a taxi instead of always walking to the bus stop and taking a bike and taking a bus. Sometimes, you know what, just spend that money. Just reach out and buy that dress, reach out and buy that phone, or reach out and pay for that seminar. Do something outside of what you think you are able to muster. Because the truth about the matter is that we are creative beings. Our bodies and our minds are able to generate in thoughts and ideas that can take us from a point A to a point B, that can help us achieve a quantum leap. But when we stay small, when we play small, we reduce those creative juices that helps us to see opportunities for the things that we need. So it's important, all right, in this second half of the year, reach out. Decide that you're going to make an effort to reach out to get something better than what you've always had before, so that you can have better results at the end of 2017. I'm going to stop here, but I'd like to remind you, the first thing is create goals and write them down. The second thing is fix broken things around you. And the third thing is make sure you reach out. All right, reach out for new things. Reach out for new things. Okay, once I call you away again, this is Olamiju saying, raise your game. Bye.